Hey guys, so today I wanted to record a realistic and relatable day in the life. So let's get started. So the first thing I do in the morning is I always check my phone and try to respond to as many texts as I can that I receive during the night, just from friends and family checking in and big stretch, wondering how I am, where I've been. So I always try to respond to them as soon as possible, just so they aren't on the edge of their seats or the edge of their beds worrying about me. And once I've finished with that, I'll always reach over and I'll grab my notebook. I always leave it open on the page that I'm going to be writing in that day because I find that it just saves me so much time, without having to flick through the pages and wondering, what was the last page I wrote in. There's nothing, I don't know if you guys find this, but there's nothing more frustrating than opening a page and seeing your goals, because it's just like, oh man, this is so awkward because those were the goals for the last day. And every day is supposed to be a fresh day. You're supposed to start on a blank canvas, new dawn, new day. So I just think it's a positive way of doing that. So once I finish with that, I'll always rip out the page that has my goals on it, which are to eat and sleep that day, because I like to keep it in my pocket and on my person at all times. So once I finish with that, I'll always write important on the note because it's important. That's pretty self-explanatory. And then I'll put the notebook away because I've finished with it. And then I'll get out of bed, always fully dressed. Some people find this to be a bit controversial. I'm not trying to start a fight here. I'm not trying to, start a controversy. I just find that for me, it saves me so much time. Time that could be spent achieving my goals of eating and sleeping. So I always like to be dressed in the morning when I get out of bed. So then I'll head into the bathroom, I'll head over to the sink. That's where the most exciting things happen. Some might say the shower, but let's keep it PG-13 and we don't do that here. Let's keep it 12s. And then I like to pretend that I'm an MUA and just show off my electric toothbrush and my Sensodyne toothpaste. From what I believe, I could be wrong with this, but Sensodyne is the most expensive toothpaste on the market. And that's not me bragging. I'm just trying to show my toothbrush did cost me over €30. And I'm not trying to brag. I just think it's important to be honest and transparent with my audience and just let you know that I do invest money in my oral hygiene, but I'm not showing off. I'm just letting you know. So then I'll brush my teeth, I'll spit it out. As you can see, I got in all the crevices there. I really gave them a good cleaning. And then I'll head out of the bathroom looking a bit melancholy as per usual. Couldn't expect anything less. And then guys, I'm just joking. I know, I am aware I didn't actually brush my teeth there. I was just... Guys, do you ever find that when you say teeth, it sounds like you say teat? And then it's always really awkward because it's like, what if someone thought that I was talking about like teat? But I'm saying teeth. I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys can also relate to that, because it is a thought I have a lot throughout the day. I'm a bit chaotic. I'm a bit chaotic in the mornings. Especially today for some reason. I'm probably because I'm recording. I'm a bit more chaotic and riotty than I normally would be. But anyways, then I'll wash my hands and then I'll wash my face. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys want me to record a skincare routine on how I get my skin so clear. I think it's always good to wash your face in the morning. It just gets the cold water in your pores, and that's always good. So then I'll check the temperature in the shower, just run the water, make sure it's hot and it's ready for the day. I don't get in the shower. I just like having peace of mind knowing that it's hot. So then I'll head over to the window. I always like to look outside, see what kind of day it is. Is it sunny? Is it raining? Normally it's raining, but I like the rain. That's good. So once I've done with that, sorry, I have the sniffles. I just said that. So then I'll always get a parcel under my door in the morning. Usually my mum drops it under there, sometimes my dad. I don't have a personal assistant, but I am looking into it. But they are expensive. But I'm looking into it. So then I'll always check under my pillows. I always like to keep something relatively sharp under there for personal reasons. That's personal. And then I'll check the other side because, as you can see, there wasn't anything sharp enough under that first pillow. But I just can't find the right thing to open it. I always like the perfect scissors, and ooh, there it is. This is my favorite scissors to open parcels with. It's just the right sharpness. And I find, with scissors, when you're cutting, sometimes your thumb can get a bit cramped because the scissors are too big. I did used to keep a shears under my pillow that I used to open them with, but my mum found them because she was trying to do some gardening and they were under my pillow, and she took them away from me, so I don't have them anymore. And then I'll always open the package. It's always wrapped in bubble wrap. I always find it the most fun thing to do. Let's not talk about that. We'll just put that under the pillow. We'll move on. And then, oh guys, my nose is itchy. Sorry. So then I'll always drink my orange juice. It really revitalizes me. It's vitamin C. It gets the skin glowing, the blood pumping, the bones boning. And yeah, I just find it a really positive way of starting my day because I'm always so thirsty when I wake up. Let me know in the comments down below if you're also really thirsty when you wake up and you like to have orange juice. So then I'll head out the door because the saying, the best things that happen never happen in your room. And I want this to be the best day of my life ever. So then I'll walk down the stairs, get those steps in. I like to kind of work off the orange juice. You want to allow things into your system, but then burn them off straight away so you can't hold on to things. That's how people hold on to grudges, I find, is, they let it in their system, but they never let it out. So you just got to burn it out of your pores like a volcano. So then I'll head over to the fridge, and I'm always so thirsty when I come downstairs from the exercise. And because I just let it out of my system, you best believe it's going right back in. And it keeps my body on the edge of its seat. Like, orange juice, where did it go? It's back. So it's a win-win for everyone. And then I'll just drink my orange juice. I'll keep drinking. I like to drink a lot just because I am so thirsty from all the exercise I do in a day. And then I'll head over to the table and drink my orange juice because I don't want people thinking I'm an animal and I'm uncivilized drinking at the fridge. So then I'll pour it in a glass. And this is my, guys, this is my favorite thing to do. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys also sit at your table drinking orange juice, but only fill it up a quarter of the way, pretending that it's a glass of scotch. And then pretend that you're going through some things, like there's some rough things going on in your life, and then you're contemplating, and you're like, oh man, screw this. And then you mix the drink because, you don't want it to set for too long. And then you just down the hatch because you like pretending that there's... And oh man, the two fingers pushing the glass away when they like make you, fill it up more. But there was nobody there to fill up the glass for me. And I didn't want you to see me filling it up myself because I felt like that was a bit sad. So I just left that out. And then I always check the goals, on the note that I had in my pocket, because otherwise I'll forget. It's easy to forget your goals when you set them every day, and because they are so challenging, I always like to have them there. So then I'll start cutting up my orange. I always like to eat an orange first thing in the morning. I just find the vitamin C, it really helps me in ways that I cannot explain. And then I always like to have my glass of orange juice, and then I dip the orange in the orange juice. Because the orange juice is bitter, I like to, it kind of goes, it kickstarts your system, I find. And I'm always about kickstarting your system. It's like a car battery. If a car battery died, some might say, if a car battery dies, maybe get your car fixed. But I'm like, why get my car fixed when I can just jumpstart my car every morning? It gives it the kick that it needs, it lasts for the day, and it always keeps you on your toes. You never feel too safe with it. So I like to live my life like that as well. There's no point in getting it fixed. Just keep kickstarting it and it'll be fine. So then I head over to the alcohol cabinet, and I always get down the vodka. Now I know what you're thinking. Chloe, I don't know what you're thinking. I'll be honest, I don't know what you're thinking. I just thought I would guess, but when I tried to guess, nothing came out. So then I fill up the glass with vodka and then I take a drink. No, guys, I don't. I don't actually drink. I think it's not good to drink in the morning, I'll be honest. So then I'll head outside, and just because like a little sip of vodka got into my system, I like to get it out. I like to run and just get it out of my system. I do not think alcohol is a good way to start the day. You can quote me on that. I think most people would disagree, but I'm just like that. So parkour. So then I'll do some parkour and just run around the garden. And because it's such a nice day outside, I think it's just, why not run outside? And I'm not out of breath there. I just tripped. So then I'll do some more parkour. Here it comes. Woo! And slide down the coal bunker. And then I'll do some swimming. Swimming is such a good way of burning calories. It's so productive. As you can see, it gets my elbows working. Like the Tin Man, you need that oil. Water is the oil. Now, I know oil sits on water, but when you're swimming, it doesn't. And my mom always drives by at this time. And I get in the car because I've done so much exercise that day. I don't feel the need to walk home. I can get a lift home. It might be cheating, but... So I'm home. And then I'll get out of the car because, what am I going to do just sitting in the car? Sometimes I do sit in the car. I like to pretend that I'm going through some things. That's clearly a running theme in my life. Maybe I should see a therapist. Just joking, I already am. And then I'll fill up my orange juice. I look around suspiciously. I look around in suspicion because my parents do think I have a drinking problem. And I just don't like when their eyes are peering at me and judging me, questioning my life choices of drinking orange juice. It's not that deep. It's just orange juice. There's no issue here. It's materialistic. So then I head out the door. I go upstairs because, people were watching me, and it just makes me feel watched. So then I'll run up the stairs, just, getting that energy going because the water was so cold. It kickstarted my system. Let me know in the comments down below if you also like kickstarting your system. And then I'll fill up my orange juice the rest of the way. I don't, that saying, and it's like the glass is half full rather than half empty. The glass is not full if the glass is not full. And you can quote me on that. And then I'll get my back exercises in. Just really, it gets cramped up in the swimming, so. Pumpkin. So then I'll head into bed, fully clothed again. It saves me time the next day. I don't think I have to explain this anymore. I'm all about saving time. It's like conservation. We try to save energy. We try to save animals. We try to save reusable resources. Why can't I save time? So then I'll tick off the goals that I achieved during that day of eating and sleeping. Now I know what you're thinking, Chloe, you didn't sleep. But, oh Jesus, got a fright there. Because I can't remember what I was saying. So I got a fright, guys, because I almost fell asleep without having my orange juice first. And I woke up with such a unquenchable thirst. Now it's quenched because I had my orange juice, because that's what orange juice does. And then once I finished with that, I'll lie down again in a position. I like to keep my arms by my side, just on high alert at all times. And yeah, that's basically it. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below if this was something you could also relate to. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.